pause and put themselves in a position so you can pay attention to them as well. Now, up until and including that moment, I want you to keep your ears on, continue to support the show, and let me get this thing started. Now, this has been a very interesting week in sports, and some of the stuff is going to be from last week, and the reason I didn't talk about it last week is because I wanted to give people an opportunity to clear the deck, so to speak. If you were going to be quality media and stand up and fight what I'm about to say, I didn't want to include you in this, but it looks as if somebody did say it, I missed it. And what this starts off with is, start off with the NBA. The NBA is the hottest thing smoking right now. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and the rest of the NBA has been on fire. This has been one of the more competitive seasons. Teams coming out of nowhere. You're not really expecting them to do things big. If they're doing big things like the Toronto Raptors, like the Memphis Grizzlies, like the New Orleans Pelicans, people did not expect big things out of them. But they are putting things out there in the universe. Big ups to them. I got mad love for them. Thank you for not wasting your fans' time, NBA, because usually you guys are wasting a whole lot of people's time. Now, with that being said, the trade deadline has come and gone, and people who know the NBA understands that means it is about the halfway part of the season. You've made all the moves you can make in regards to trades. You can pick up people off the waivers. You can pick up people off buyouts and things of that nature. But in regards to you going from another team to another team without having to go through the waiver process, this is it. Shout out to the Los Angeles Clippers. Big ups to Jerry West and that crew over there in LA. Big up, big up, big up. The Los Angeles Clippers are doing big things in LA. They are trying to take over the city. And I don't care if anybody hates on it or anything. The one thing I don't like is, let's go back 10 years. Well, LeBron James packed up his bags and said, hey, I'm out of here. Everybody jumped down his throat. Everybody kicked him in his ass. Everybody treated LeBron James as if he did something wrong. But you have players who didn't know they were leaving and they're going other places, and it kind of trips me out that all the people on TV, all the fans, they're just excited and giddy that people have told other people, pack your stuff, get your family, forget your kids, forget your girlfriend, wife, or fiance. Get your kids out of this school. I need you to go on the other side of the country, but that was cool. But when LeBron James waited till his contract expired, waited until everything was clear and said, this is what I'm going to do for me, you guys got mad at me. That's another conversation for another time. I have to get Jerry West, Dr. Rivers, and Louis Frank, I think that's his name, the general manager. Louis Frank for the Los Angeles Clippers for doing a bang-up job. Got mad love for that situation. Yeah. They picked up a young brother by the name of Marquise Morris. He's more than the Morris twins. I don't even know if Marcus Morris is playing anymore, but he might be dying in Washington. Last time I knew he was dying in Washington. But the Clippers are making every move possible to ensure that they have the best opportunity to take down one of LeBron James and Chicago's own Anthony Davis, a.k.a. the Unibrow. I got love for that. Because they are competing, they are attempting to take over a city. And anytime you're trying to take over a city, you have to do what you have to do to survive. And I respect the hell out of that. Much love to that. But the only issue I have with that is this. Could it be by stacking the deck, they stack the deck too high? A lot of people, hey, you got to do what you got to do. Like I just said, hey, man, you got to make your move. You got to bust a move. You got to do what you got to do to win. Come on. You can't just hold your breath and hope things happen. But when you have a well-oiled machine and everything clicking and everything popping, have you sealed your fate by adding a Marquise Morris? Has he enough humility to say, hey, I was just shooting 44% from the three-point line in New York. I was just scoring 19 points a game. And this is what's going on. And the thing that everybody was attributing to LeBron James, I have a sneaky suspicion that this will happened to the Clippers. And what that is this. I have a sneaky suspicion that the Los Angeles Clippers will break down at some point. Look, everybody said LeBron James is 35 years old. He can't do it much longer. Age is, Father Time has never lost to any human. And I go right along with all of those bromites, all of this stuff that people say. I cannot refute any word of that. But what I do have to do is look at history. History tells me that Paul George and Kawhi Leonard don't have the most stable lower bodies in the National Basketball Association. And when I hear that, and when I see that, and I listen to myself say that, I wonder, are they going to be able to hold up? I'm forced to ask that question. Look, Kawhi has this thigh contusion thing that won't go away. Paul George and my man Patrick Beverly have hamstring. Though deep thigh bruises, deep thigh contusions, or quadriceps injuries don't go away by running on them. Hamstrings, no matter how good your doctor is, a hamstring does not dissipate or heal itself by running up and down a basketball court. So when you are looking at these guys, you have to question their health. I honestly think the Los Angeles Clippers will fall apart in the Western Conference Finals. That's my man DJ Chuck. Thank you, DJ Chuck, for joining in the show. Thank you. Any contribution is accepted. I'm forced to agree with you, bro, because I know a lot of people. They know I like LeBron James, and I'm not a person who's gonna hide the fact that I'm a big fan of LeBron James. And LeBron James, contrary to most of what y'all think, LeBron James is wildly entertaining. He is wildly entertaining. I don't know him personally. Cats be running around here. I don't like him. Well, until I decide to have a baby down, he's gonna be good for me, and I don't think I'm gonna ever decide that. So it's all good. But like my man Chuck just said, I'm starting to wonder, man, are they going to be able to hold up? This load management thing, it makes perfect sense. No one can refute, hey, a little extra rest won't hurt you. But I, being a former athlete, I, being a person who went to school and paid attention and phys ed and things like that, I understand, from my understanding, maybe they've changed the rules, like the food pyramid. They changed all the rules in that. But maybe they changed the rules to, when I was in school, they told me the only muscle in the world, the unique thing about the human body is the harder you work it, the stronger it gets. So a lot of physical exertion won't hurt the LeBron James because they're in great shape. But what it will do, if you are already injured, people tend to compensate. And if you compensate with a hamstring, something else goes bad. And as these dudes have had history, a long story history of consistently being hurt, I'm forced to question the Los Angeles Clippers. Do I want them to lose? Hell no, because Doc Rivers is a Chicagoland product. Y'all know how I feel about supporting cats from the Chicagoland area. I got mad love for them. I actually have a standing Chicago bias. This is not anything I shy away from. It's not anything that I'm ashamed of. Yes, I have a standing Chicago bias. So I'm kind of hedging my best if I want LeBron to win, because he's in a situation to where most people don't like LeBron for whatever reason. But I do. So I'm rooting for LeBron to put it in their face. And I'm also rooting for Doc Rivers. I'm also rooting for Patrick Beverly. He actually played in the conference that I played in, which is the Red West here in Chicago. He played for my number one high school rival, which is Marshall High School. But, oh yeah, my man RC said the left-hand bias is real too. Of course, but I still root for Patrick Beverly. My man Chia said, I think the Lakers going to pull a rabbit out of the hat this season. They really got to do it for Kobe. I know it's a lot. Yes, I'm also rooting for the Kobe factor, even though I wasn't a Kobe fan. But you know what? The beautiful thing about people like Kobe and Michael Jordan, you root against them because I think by some inherent way, people like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan knew you were rooting against them and they wanted to fuck up your day. And that's what was dope about them. That's the one thing I don't like about my man LeBron. LeBron only plays like that when you piss him off. If I was LeBron, one of LeBron's teammates, I'd be trying to piss LeBron off every night. I'd be talking about his mom and everything. But I'm kidding, but man, LeBron James needs that extra little kick in the behind for him to dig into that, what they call it, dog. Man, either way it go, I'm rooting for LeBron. I got the man in my back pocket rooting for him. But either way, I think the Clippers and them gonna come out the West. Pressure feel them shoes. But I think LeBron and AD and the rest of the squad gonna pull it off. I really believe that. That's my man Cheers Roundtree. 50% of Theory of the Coach that comes on Thursday on Built for This Network. Y'all need to subscribe. You see where I'm putting this number in there. You'll see the number in just a second. I need you to click on that avatar that says Built for This Network. And once you click on the avatar, I need you to hit follow. That way you'll get the notifications for all the shows on the network. And then you'll be cool. If not, sucks to be you. Y'all already know I was going to say sucks to be you. That's how we get down, man. Now, there's a lot of pressure on LeBron James. Nobody wants him to win. That's, for whatever reason, I would love for somebody to explain to me why no one likes LeBron. They got that Kobe spirit in them. I hope they do. I really do. I'm not rooting for the Clips. They never won anything. Kawhi is my favorite player for obvious reasons. That's my man, Big Illinois, big time Spurs fan. Exactly, man. See, it's one of those things where there ain't no bad guy this year in the league besides LeBron. But it's really not a bad guy because even the people who were rooting against LeBron, they want him to win for Kobe. You got people like my man Big Illinois, you rooting for the Clippers, and everybody likes the underdog. Everybody likes the underdog. So, and then my man Giannis Antetokounmpo on the West Coast and on the East Coast, he holding it down for 90 miles north of Chicago, Midwest bias. You know, we're not supposed to root for the Bucks, but how you gonna root against Giannis Antetokounmpo? And everybody knows that fan bias in Philadelphia is working in full effect. Holla at your boy, man. Holla at your boy. I'm just letting you know. This is going to be an extremely interesting NBA season. The Clippers have a great squad, though. They do. The Clippers, they have my man Patrick Beverly. They have my man Lou Williams. They got Paul George. They got Kawhi Leonard. They got Marquise Morris. And they got Doc Rivers. Anytime you have leadership in the right places, you put yourself in a position to dominate. You don't even need the talent when you have a proper coach. And that's the beauty in sports. Things don't have to go your way. Things don't have to be in full effect. Things just have to be put in line, and you have the right person putting you in a position to dominate, and you will. I don't have a lot of faith in Frank Vogel, but I do have a lot of faith in LeBron James. I'm hoping my man AD for the West Side of Chicago steps the hell up, and then it's a get down. It would be dope if the Clippers and the Lakers are in the final, in the conference finals. That would be insane. 7-game series. It would go down. I'm hoping my man Cheers Roundtree is right. Either way, this might be the first year in my entire life that I wasn't rooting for a Western or Eastern Conference team. When I was a kid, I was always rooting for Dr. J.L. Magic Johnson. Then it was Isaiah Thomas. And then it was either coast, depending on who was playing. But now, whoever wins this year, I think I'm going to be happy with it, unless Utah or Boston. Y'all know how I feel about Boston. I'm not rooting for Boston if my mama starts playing. That's just how I get down. But another thing on this trade docket is something that shocked me. My man Iguodala, he goes down to Miami. Everybody was excited about Andre Iguodala. He said he don't want to be called Iggy anymore. So I'm going to respect his wishes and only call him Iguodala. Iguodala going to the Miami Heat. Everybody was excited about that. I don't understand that. Iguodala's a year younger than LeBron, averaged 5 points a game last year, and everybody is excited for him to go to Miami. Look, Miami is a team that's a superstar away from being something. If they can get somebody down there that's a bona fide superstar before Jimmy Butler gets wasted, then I'm messing with Miami hard. Coach Spo, a.k.a. Eric Spoelstra, he's shown the world that he can get it in when you need him to get it in. But I don't have a whole lot of faith in that whole situation down there. Look, I've only seen one team in the history of me watching sports do the damn thing without a superstar, and that's the Detroit Pistons. And depending on Rasheed Wallace or Chauncey Billups, I don't know if I would consider them superstars, but they some big time ball players. So I ain't gonna put a whole lot in that